guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bree Michelle. If you tuned into my last video about dating a narcissist, I appreciate you for tuning in, and I hope if you have dated a narcissist that you got the clarity you needed from that video, or if you are currently dating one, you know what to do going forward. Now, this video is going to be about dating your preference, and I'm cooking as I'm talking to you all. So if you see me moving back and forth, that is why. This is a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna be moving around. The topic is dating your preference. Now, this topic came about because on my podcast, Not Another Black Girl Podcast, if you're not following us, make sure you go ahead and do. A lot of men always have something to say about women with BBLs, and y'all know your girl got a BBL, or women who get their face done or fillers or anything. And my whole thing is, if that is not your type in a woman, I feel like men and women need to date in their preference. Dating your type. Date what your type is. Do not try to change somebody and make them into your type. If they are the way they are the way they are. And I think as people, we try to change people and make them into our type. And that is the problem. So I'm going to talk about what my type or my preference is. And while that is soaking and I'm cleaning, and don't worry, I'm going to be washing my hands. So y'all will be like, oh, she's cooking and touching her hair. No, I'm washing my hands, touching the trash, washing my hands. Wash my hands right now. All right, so dating in your preference. What does that look like for your girl, Bree? For me, my preference would be certain things that I want in a man that I am not going to fold on. So one thing that I'm not folding on is I want my man to make $250,000 a year or better. So he would have to be a CFO of a company or entrepreneur. I mean, those are the only way, or have a really, really high paying job. And I make decent money in my business, a good amount. So whoever my man is, I would want him to be able to match me or more. Number two, I need a man that is physically in shape. I want a man that goes to the gym. I have been on my fitness journey since last year. I'm down 15 pounds, even after taking a semaglutide, and I still work out to this day. I'm much smaller, I'm much cleaner, I'm much healthier. And I want my man to be healthy and clean, just like me. I don't want to force a man to go to the gym. And you know, some people be in my comments and be like, well, what if you can persuade him into wanting to do right? I feel like if it's not in you, it's not in you. I cannot persuade anybody to want to be healthy. It has to be in them. And I don't have the patience to even be trying to make a man want to be healthy, want to eat right, want to do better. He should want to do that before he even meets me. Okay? But this is me. This may not be a preference for you. I don't want a guy with a gut. You know what I'm saying? I've dated guys in the past with guts, and I realized that is not my preference in a man. That is not my type. I settled. Now that I'm single and I'm dating, I am weeding out what I do and don't like, and I do not want to date a guy with a belly. I just don't. I'm not attracted to that. I'll catch myself settling and saying I'm attracted to it, but I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? And just because I love the guy, I'm like, oh, I'll just deal with it. But I'm not attracted to that. So why should I settle for that anymore? It's millions of people out here. Like, I don't feel like there's no men out here. I believe there's men out here. That's me. So yeah, those are one of my things. And it's crazy because I feel like people think I'm crazy when I say, oh, I don't want a man with a belly. And it's like, there are men out here that don't have a belly, sis. They are. I go to the gym, I see them in there. There's men that work out at my gym with me and they have no bellies. So it's out here. It is. Now, if you're running into him, I don't know. But it's out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to go to the right places to see them, but they out here. What else is my next one? Messed up teeth. That's a big thing for me. I am always in somebody's grill looking at their teeth. I'm a teeth girl. I'm a fingernail girl. I cannot date a man who has messed up teeth or dirty fingernails. And I just can't. That's just like cringy for me. And it's just like, and then you want to touch me down there with those fingers and them dirty teeth or them crooked teeth? No. I feel like if you're a man of substance and you got some money, get braces. I had to get braces because my teeth started shifting because of my wisdom teeth. And people talking about me, they're like, oh, girl, you got your BBL before you got your teeth done. And I'm like, damn, they right. So I went ahead and I fixed it. And keep in mind that the guy that I'm talking about is going to be making a good amount of money where he can afford to fix these things if need be. It's not going to be a problem for him. And if it is, he's just not the man for me. And I'm just not the woman for him. And that's okay. That is A-okay. Some more of my preferences. I want a man that's under 40, between the ages of 30 and 40. I don't want nobody over 40. I've dated older before. And where I'm at, I need somebody younger that I can grow with, that hasn't seen everything in life, but also has a little bit of experiences and that's willing to grow. That also doesn't act like an old man and, still wants to go out and do things with me here and there. I had to realize that I still like to be out sometimes. I still like to go to events, and I want my significant other to do these things with me. You know what I'm saying? If I got a old, tired fart that don't want to go nowhere, it's not going to work out. It's just not. I also need a man that knows how to cook. I can cook. And I've also learned how to cook throughout the years, and I want a man that knows how to cook. I want a man to sometimes cook for me. And I've dated guys in the past who only know how to make breakfast, and that's not enough for me. Like, I'm not going to be slaving over no man all the time. Mind you, I have my own business as well. So whoever I date is most likely going to be an entrepreneur. We have to both be able to cook, and we can split the cooking duties. Or some nights we can go out to eat. I'm okay with that. My man has to have a passport. I prefer somebody with a passport because I want to travel out the country. You know what I'm saying? And again, these are just some of my preferences that I'm just not folding on. I have dated a man with kids in the past. I think where I'm at now, I no longer want to date a man with kids, because when you date a man with kids, you will always come second. And I'm at a point in my life where I want to come first. I just do. And if that sounds selfish, it's selfish. I'm in my selfish season. And some people may not like it when they hear this, and some people may understand. Who knows? So yeah, those are just a couple of my things. And what made me think about this, I sat down and wrote a list. And again, we were talking about it on my podcast. And, me and Janelle were like, what is our types? Because we don't know what our types is. And then we literally had to start thinking about it. It was like, damn, this is our type. This is our preferences. And I'm like, okay, so we do have a preference. We do have a type. And that's how we figured out what our types and our preferences are. And they may be the same thing. Again, I'm just on here blogging with y'all, so don't judge me if I'm saying it wrong. I'm still a work in progress like anybody else. I'm actually making some rice, some white rice for me and my daughter, and a Caesar salad, and I'm making some chicken wings, something simple and easy to make. She's at tumbling practice, so I want her to, at least by the time she gets back, for her food to be ready for her to eat dinner or whatever. So that's just the mama in me. Hold on. Anyways, some more things that are not my preference or type in a man. I don't like men. I don't really care for men who have twists, dreads, or braids. I don't like it. And again, I have friends that have these hairstyles and that are men, so I don't want nobody to think I'm bashing these men, because I'm not. I love all my fellow males. I'm just saying, preference for me to date and be with, I don't prefer those. I like men that are bald, regular haircut. If an afro and it's combed correctly, I like that. I don't know. I just feel like men with hair, to me, it's a little feminine. And if you don't keep it up to par all the time, that is somewhat of a turnoff to me. And I know sometimes in between hairstyles, you may not be keeping it up all the time. But that's just something I really don't care for. And if I have dated somebody in the past with it, I was settling for something that I really didn't like. And again, as I told you guys at the beginning, I'm in my season where I ain't settling. I want to date my type. I want to date my preference. And again, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of guys in this video like, oh, well, you know, you're not my type with your fake BBL. And I mean, it is what it is. It's a BBL, it's fake. And I may not be your type. I'm okay with that. I don't get offended when guys say things like that. But I just think if you're that guy that's saying these things, you need to stop DMing me and date your preference and your type. Because I'm a surgery girl. And that's not gonna change no time soon. You know, I'll go to the gym, but I'm a surgery girl. That's not gonna change. So you need to date your type and date your preference. And ladies, you know, I need me a man of God. You know what I'm saying? A man that doesn't mind going to church with me. A man that doesn't mind praying with me. I want a man that is mentally healthy. Like, I don't want a man that's not tuned into what anxiety is and depression. You know, I feel like sometimes in the black community, we are very taboo to mental health. We feel like, oh, that's just something the white man made up. And I don't agree with that. You know, I'm somebody that suffers from anxiety, and I need whoever I'm going to be with to be able to understand that. And then also, if they have any mental health issues, they're able to, you know, try to fix and understand that as well. Again, I've had men in the past who did not even like talking about anxiety. They thought that something was wrong with it. And I'm like, no, it's mental health. Like, oh, sorry guys. Oh, messing up. Click that out. And I'm like, no, it's mental health. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, you got to tap into, you know, what's going on. This is serious, especially a lot of black men. They suffer from mental health issues a lot and they ignore it. They suffer from depression a lot. I don't want nobody that is going to ignore that. That's a big thing. You need to be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in shape, or trying to get there. And again, I've met guys and dated guys who are not there and they don't plan on getting there anytime soon. And it's a lot when you date people that are not where you are trying to be. And I'm just at a point in my life where I'm not trying to force nobody to be where I'm at. I want them to want to be there and be fighting to be there, or I want them to go date somebody else who isn't there with them and they can just be together and I don't have to be dealing with that, because it's draining trying to change somebody. It's draining. And it's crazy because I have people in my comments, oh, why don't you, you know, work with the man that you're dealing with? And what if you don't have this, that, and the third? And it's like, that is draining. Trying to get somebody to want to be better as a whole. It's draining. You know, that's like you having a high sex drive and you dating a woman who don't, and you're trying to force her to have that drive with you. That is draining. I feel like you should just move on. I don't have the patience for that. It's draining. I got this big old thing for these little chicken wings. I didn't even need all that. But I just think it's draining. And I'm just not there to be that girl that is going to coddle no grown-ass man. I'm going to be there for him, but if it's not aligning, it's not aligning. You know, I love old school R&B. I ain't dating no man that don't like R&B. And I know this is petty. I wouldn't even date a man that doesn't eat seafood, because I am a seafood lover. I love seafood. And I've dated somebody in the past that didn't like seafood. And that became an issue for us because most of the restaurants I eat at are seafood restaurants. Sometimes when I cook, I make a lot of seafood for me and my child. That would be an issue for me. I like a man that's a social drinker. You don't have to smoke or anything, but I need you to be at least a social drinker. I don't want to be out by myself or with you and I'm drinking and you're just staring at me, judging me for drinking. Because I don't care what y'all say. When you date somebody that don't drink, they just stare at you and look at you like, look at this girl getting drunk. And you really might not even be drunk. But they don't know because they don't drink. Girl, I've had that happen to me before. And I'm just like, the way he is staring at me, like he is just judging me to the T. Judging me. So, these are some of the things. It's going to be, and let me say this, throughout the years, it will change. You know what I'm saying? It will definitely change because as I get older, you know, I may change my ways about thinking about certain things. And you may catch me with a guy with a big belly. You know what I'm saying? You may catch me with a guy that's a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? You just never know where God may lead you. So I'm open. But if somebody was asking me, what is my preference? I am going to say what I just said to all of you guys on this video. Yeah. So somebody did ask me, is there anything that I am willing to bend on? That's like, you know, okay, he doesn't have this, but he has this. So I'm going to give you a few things. I'll bend on height. As long as the man is not shorter than me, I will date him. I'll bend on height. And I think that's a bend because I usually like really, really tall guys. Yeah, so I'll bend on height. I'll bend on a man that smokes weed. I'm not a weed person, but if I'm dating a man that smokes weed, I can bend on that. I can settle and go, okay, you know what? I'll deal with you even though you smoke weed. Yeah, I can deal with that. I don't mind. I don't mind. The weed smell does get on my nerves, but I can bend on that. Those are two things I think I could bend on. I ain't bending on a man that don't got no high sex drive. Nope. No. I'm just not bending on that. Because I feel like, again, that's not something that you can make somebody have. I definitely want a man that can communicate. I've dated guys in the past that don't know how to communicate, and I'm dating a guy now that knows how to communicate, and I love it. It's a different ball game, ladies, when you get your man that can overly communicate, okay? Sometimes when I'm trying to shut down, he's like, no, let's talk. And I love that. I love it. Love it. So yeah, this is just, you know, my little video on dating your type or your preference. If you guys are not following my podcast page, you need to follow it and subscribe. It's Not Another Black Girl Podcast. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of this video. I always say I'm gonna be getting back on here more, and then I disappear. But I've been in school. I'm in school for nursing because I'm trying to turn my business into a med spa. You know, I want that med spa money. I'm always referring you guys to other people, and I'm like, you know what? That money can be going to me. And I love being in the industry. Like, I do, but I want to elevate more. Like, I feel like I've been doing the same thing for years, and it's time to go up. It's time to do more. It's time to offer more. And that was my reason for saying, you know what? I'm going to go to nursing school. I'm going to become a nurse, and I'm going to open up a med spa. And yeah, I could probably travel with my patients from who get surgery from the post-op and do their post-op care. Even there on vacation, I mean, not on vacation, when they're out of town, instead of them hiring people in other states. So, I got a lot of new things in store. School has been kicking my ass. Trying to go to school, be a mom, and work, and date. It's a lot, y'all. And do a podcast, but I'm making it work. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my podcast page. I'm definitely going to be making more videos in here at least twice a month at the most I'm going to do. Since I do have a little bit more time. And I miss my YouTube family. I love y'all. Y'all be so raw and just be funny, and y'all be telling a girl about herself, okay? Like, y'all definitely do. I be on TikTok. Like, I hope they do not close TikTok down, because TikTok is where it's at, y'all. It is money to be made on TikTok. And you meet so many people on TikTok. All the little food bloggers. It's TikTok is where it's at. And I pray they don't close it down, but they probably are. America did not want us to make no money, I think. I don't know. Who am I? I don't know. So yeah. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this video. I'm gonna tag my business page underneath it for my podcast. If you go on there and watch it, you can get a little bit more in depth with the conversation with me. And, you know, I gave you guys a good long explanation of why I made this post and this video. But me and my best friend Janelle, who I do my podcast with, we thoroughly explained what we meant by dating your preference. So if you guys have any questions about it or want a little bit more info on it, definitely go on there and see it. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share. Tell all your friends. All right, see you guys later. I'm over here chefing it up.